Hey, what's up guys, this is Mac. Welcome to NCR India, free video tutorial channel on YouTube. Here in this tutorial I'm going to talk about control statements in Java. So first of all, let me define this statement for you. And these are basically helps to make the control statement in Java basically helps to make the flow of execution of your program more advanced and branched based on the changes to the state of your program. Okay, that's the definition. And let me tell you, there are three parts of your control statement. The first one is called selection statement, the next one is called iteration statement, and the last one is called jump statements. So what are the selection statements and what are the purpose of selection statements? Basically, selection statement makes your program more branched. Okay, or we can also say that it provides multiple ways for your program to execute, or multiple paths for your program to execute. Okay, and there are two kinds of selection. The first one is called if, and the second one is called switch. Let's come to the iteration statement. Iteration statement basically makes some set of instructions to execute multiple times, and there are three kinds of iteration statements. The first one is called for, second one is while, and then the last one is called do while. Okay, they've been called as a for loop, while loop, do while loop, because they basically makes some set of instructions to execute multiple times. That's why they are calling. That's why you're calling them as loops. Okay, and let's come to the jump statements. Statements makes the control of your program to jump from one part of your program to some another part of your program, another specified part of your program, with the help of labeling and all. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna demonstrate all of that in later tutorials. Okay, so there are four kinds of jump statements. The first one is called go to, continue. The second one is continue. The third one is return, and the last one is break. So first of all, let me tell you that I'm not gonna go with this pattern of control statements. I would like to demonstrate every control statement with the help of an example called user menu calculator. So let me show you how to make a user menu calculator with the help of control statements. First of all, open Eclipse. Okay, and in this, as you can see, there we are already having a class called NCR, and in this class I'm going to write my program. So first of all, let me tell you guys what is if. Let me define the if structure for you. There is the if is one of the selection statements, as we all know that, as I have told you before. And if can also be called as the conditional branch statements. It works on the basis of some conditions. Okay, let me show you the syntax of it. If this is inside this parenthesis, this is called conditional expression. This is the conditional part, and inside this I'm gonna write some conditional expression. Let's say I've already introduced an integer type variable I with the current value 0. Okay, and I'm gonna use this variable I inside this conditional block of if. Let's say if I is equal to 0 or not. So this is this double assignment operator called as your conditional operator, which actually checks for the equality of the current value of I with a 0. So if the current value of I is 0, then this conditional expression will comes out to be true, and if it will be true, then it will execute the statement contained inside the if block. As you can see here, I'm going to write a statement system.out.println I is 0. I is 0. Okay, execute it. And in the simple if structure, there is one other block. There is another block called else block, and control will go to this block only when this conditional part or this condition comes out to be false. This is a boolean expression. It's a boolean conditional expression which may have only two values. One is either false or true. So if in some case, let's say if it was having value 1, in that case this condition comes out to be true, false, and if it is false, the control will automatically go to the else block and it will print the statement contained by the else block itself, print line I is not 0. It says I is not 0. It will be printed on screen. Okay, so let's make our value of I back to 0 and print it. Run this program and see the output. It will be I is 0 because the condition, if I is equal to 0, yes, it is true. Because it is true, so it will execute this this if block statement. Okay, and if it was 1 or any value, let's say 10, it will make this condition to be false, and that's the reason the control will go to the else block and it will execute this statement. And let's see the output has to be I is not 0. So that's the way the if works in our program. And before going further in this program for user menu calculator, let me tell you about some task, some task of the user menu calculator. Basically our user menu calculator has to perform some basic tasks. The first one is it will have to display the menu of a calculator on screen for the user, so that user can choose his desired operations to operate on the numbers he will put, right? And the second thing it will do for us, it will actually ask the user for the numbers and even for the operation to perform. And the last part will be it will show the output on screen. Okay, so these are the three tasks that a user menu calculator will perform, and I'm going to continue this tutorial in our next tutorial. So please keep watching NCR India, and please do not forget to put your views and comments. Bye bye, take care, have fun.